Hi. Um, for these next few lectures, I'm going to go on a different path here. We've looked at theoretically the game design process. We've looked at frameworks. We've looked at the game design workflow. We've looked at creating a game design document. But there's another side to it, is actually creating these games or using digital media in with young people. We've looked at, if you look at, like, creating a video game is a complex process. There's a lot of different elements involved in it. As this diagram shows there, you go from the concept to your prototypes, you create a story, you create your game mechanics, you create challenges in the game, you make sure it's the flow of the game is correct. You create all your art assets, your 3D assets, your 2D assets, your audio, your prototype, you decode, you assemble all your assets, you play test it, you polish it, and then you finish game. It's a hugely complicated process. The main, for me anyway, the most complicated element of that is this stuff. It's the programming of it. It's a very steep learning curve to get into program. It takes more than a year, a few years to get competent in program, as you look at this here. But there are applications and software out there which simplify this whole process and make it so that it is a viable option to use these creative softwares in a classroom setting, would it be to create a website without actually having to code, or even to create games without having to actually go through all this coding process. So I'm going to go through a few of those which exist and which are freely available for they're free of charge. And I'm going to go through, for the next few tutorials, a few of these, just a basis of how they work. If you are interested in using these in the classroom, hopefully you'll have an idea, a good starting point for what I'm going to go through here. I'm also going to touch on Minecraft, because there's a new version of Minecraft there, the Education Edition, which is specifically for the classrooms. It's not free, it's $5. You do get a demo, you get 10 goals of it for free. I'm going to go through that in this lecture here, so I'll go into that in more detail. These are the ones I'm going to go through. Kodu Game Lab, which is a 3D game creator created by Microsoft, very accessible. Probably my favourite one of the ones up here. Piskel for creating pixel animation and animating sprites. Weebly, which is creating websites using drag and drop without actually having to code. Scratch, which is a well-known one. Again, it uses this drag and drop where you're not writing this code and having all the syntax. You are using drag and drop elements, but you will get the idea of how programming works, but you won't have to write any of that. And then I'm going to look at Unity, which is unfortunately where that's from, which is one of the big game engines that's used. I use it a lot. A lot of professional games have been made using that. Angry Birds was made using Unity, for instance. I'm going to finish up with just an overview of that. I'm not going to get in it too deeply at all. So I'm going to go on to the first one, which is Minecraft Education Edition. Okay, so what's the difference between the Minecraft that you buy in the shops and the Education Edition? Well, it's the same basic game as Minecraft. It hasn't changed. There's a few extras added in there. The game of Minecraft, you craft stuff, you build. A big part of it is the community. You can be in the world with your friends and you can all work together on a project. As I said, there's some extra tools there for classroom integration. The aim of the Education Edition is to use the open plan Minecraft world to promote creativity, problem solving and collaboration between students. Lesson plans in a wide range of subjects, including science, technology, engineering, maths, history, languages and art for all ages. They're all online. It's very well supported. You can browse the Minecraft site, which I'll be going to in a minute there, and download lessons on subjects such as the deforestation, in the Amazon, or building dams, and then the students can play through them. There are geometry lessons, which have classes construct shapes in order to learn about the concepts of perimeter and area, and recreation in the historical setting. The lessons enabled by Microsoft are much more visual and immersive than anything students get from a textbook or physical group work. That's according to Microsoft. The evidence of whether it's a better learning environment is still not conclusive yet, but Microsoft are very, very adamant that it is. For students who struggle to get their head around things like fractions by looking at numbers alone, seeing them in these familiar digital settings could be a huge help. One of the sample lessons on the site there is about fractions. Not only that, it's an organised and manageable way to enable students to collaborate. In classes with large numbers of students, it can be difficult for teachers to control multiple groups of students working on a different project. I'm going to go through these additional tools that they've now got out just for teachers, so you can keep a track on exactly where the students are with a map showing all the positions, and you can control the world as they explore it. To help teachers, completely new, Microsoft also offers the Minecraft Mentor Program, which will teach them how to effectively integrate the game into the classroom. I'm going to go over that. I'm not going to go into how to play Minecraft, just how to integrate it into a classroom. And this is the next lecture. It isn't free. As I said, it costs $5 per student for a yearly subscription. But any laptop in the college can run this. It doesn't have to be run on a server like it used to be. And the final one there, it supports drag and drop coding. There's these add-ons, one's for the classroom, one's called Code Connection. What I mean by drag and drop programming is there's these pre-made blocks that will say move, and then maybe another will say to, and tree. And rather than having to write the code for that, you just grab this block, you grab the move one, you grab the to one, and you grab the tree one, you put them together, and it understands it. So you're not doing the programming there, but you are in effect. Okay, so this is the homepage for Minecraft Education Edition. There's a lot of resources in there, tutorials and stuff. I'll just play you the promotional clip.
The idea of creating something is one of the most basic human desires. Learning can be done best when you don't think that you're learning, you just think that you're enjoying yourself, you're making something. And for students, Minecraft is super fun.
Minecraft has been used in classrooms for years to help students learn more about math, history, humanities, physics. When students are using Minecraft, they solve problems together, and when it doesn't work, they try again until they make it work.
Minecraft itself is a form of self-expression for millions around the world. Now, coding gives them a different tool for self-expression.
It's really cool because I can use something that I like playing at home, which is Minecraft, and then incorporate it with things that I'm learning at school.
Code Builder is a natural extension of the game that students already know and love, and a welcome into the world of programming. With Code Builder, you actually program in Minecraft.
It allows for the students to still think about algorithms and how to solve problems, and to demonstrate it with this agent.
The student has their own digital assistant who builds things. I can build a wall by making a for loop, and then that wall is going to show up in the game.
The fun element is often watching what somebody has done that you never thought of. I haven't seen him dance. You got to show me those moves.
I'm trying to figure out how I can do the Macarena.
Code Builder offers educators an easy-to-use setup for their classrooms, which will get students up and running on the game within a few minutes.
Students are creative by nature. They definitely love Minecraft. They can have the combination of creating their own rules within the game and then also learning to code at the same time. It makes their entire school experience more fun and something they want to go to.
You can go as far as you want with the tools that we provide in Code Builder, just like you can go as far as you want into exploring the world of Minecraft.
Okay, so how do we get it? If we go up the top here, get started. Go down here to I'm an educator. Now you need a school email address here. This is more of an overview of what you can do with this. I'm not sure where you're going to get that from or whether you have one. I know LIT works as a student one. I'm going to get back to you on that. I'll just put mine in for now. Once you have a valid one of those, I think an Outlook address works in there as well. It takes you to the Minecraft Education Store. Now you see here, it's $4 per user per year. So this is the only one of these software programs that I'm going to talk about that is not free, but it also has a free trial. So I'm going to select that. I'm going to click install. And then this window pops up asking me to sign in with my work or school account. The username or password you use is Office 365 or another business service from Microsoft, or sign up for one if you don't have them. And then it's going to pop up with this window. You own this product, and just click on install. Okay, so once you boot it up, get a screen that's very similar to the original Minecraft here. You can change your character here, pick whoever you want to be. Just play. It's going to give you this map. If you're new to Minecraft, I would definitely go into this tutorial volume 2 world. So just click on that. Just reminds me there, students can use Outlook email addresses. So if you sign up with an Outlook email address, that's all they need to log on to this. This world is full of tutorials. This is one of the additions. There are certain blocks that only teachers have access to if you're signed up as a teacher. One of these will be you can put these blackboards around the world and put information on them. Here's some about firing a bow. This whole world really does a good job of showing you the basics of Minecraft. The other blocks that are available if you're a teacher, there's some that you can just put which will limit the area, it'll be like invisible walls so the students can't go outside doors. There's others that stop them doing this and just destroying blocks. So for instance, if you're doing a lesson on maybe an Aztec temple and you've built an Aztec temple, or you've gone onto one of the pre-made lessons on an Aztec temple, you want to explore the temple, you don't want them to be destroying the temple like this, so you can just set these blocks to indestructible. There's a few others there as well for teachers. To get other players to join your game, if you just press the escape key, it comes up here with this IP address. That's all you need. You just record that 172, whatever it might be on your one, and then when they join, they'll be asked to put an IP address in. A screen will come up. If they just put that, they'll join into your world. Another thing that's only available to teachers there is if you press the return key, it comes up with this typing menu here. If you press / there, it gives you a list of all sorts of commands that you can give to control the game as the teacher. You can teleport the students to you, you can create blocks, you can give blocks, you can turn the monsters on and off, all this sort of thing. You can add game rules, change the game modes. If you start typing, for instance, ability, it gives you code hints on what to type next. If you press the tab key, you can tab through the available options there as well. Okay, in the next lecture, I'm going to go through some of the specific modules that are added in Education Edition, such as the classroom maps and the ability to drag and drop code.